And the rules that we were given is that we had to select a piece of music that we liked, which took some time because we kept arguing over what it would be. It couldn't be longer than 60 minutes, that piece of music, and we needed to respond to it in some way. But that response needed to be performed before a live audience. And subsequently, we noticed that it was recorded as well. So what you're about to see is Songmap, which is our take on this.
So that was the first big weekend of the summer. Starts Thursday as usual with the canteen quiz, and again no one wins a big cash prize. Later I do my sound bloke routine by approaching Gina's new boyfriend to say that he shouldn't feel there's any animosity between us, and then I even go and make peace with her. Shouldn't have bothered. Then on Friday night we went through the Arches. There was only one car going, so someone had to get the train. We got through quite late, and we went to a pub to take the gear. There was no problems getting in, we saw others waiting in the front of the queue, so we skipped in. It was a good night, everyone was nutted, and I ended up dancing with some blonde girl. I thought she had been quite pretty until last night when Matthew informed me she had in fact been a pig. When the club finished, we wandered the streets for a while until we got to this 24-hour cafe. I didn't like look at it, so we left and got a taxi back to Morag's flat. I couldn't sleep, so I sat about drinking someone else's strawberry tonic wine and tried to keep everyone else up. At 10 o'clock in the morning we went downstairs to buy some drink. We had intended to watch the football in the afternoon, but we passed it by then, slept right through it. I winked to find that England won 2-0. Then we went to get the train home, had a few in the station bar. We had some stuff left for the previous night's supply, so when we got home we decided to go down to John's Indie Disco. Same story as Friday, lots of hugging, lots of dancing, etc, etc. We couldn't sleep again, so we went to the park to look at the tomb, taking a detour through the play park. To get in we had to climb over a 10-foot steel fence which resulted in severe bruising in our hands, legs and groins. But we had a good laugh on the stuff, especially the tube slide which probably doubles up as a urinal for drunk teens. Then we walked through the woods to look at the tomb. It was a big disappointment, but the mist on the lake was cool. Sunday afternoon we got up to John's with a lot of beer and time to watch The Simpsons. It was a really good episode about love always ended in tragedy, except of course for Marge and Homer. It was quite moving at the end, and to tell you the truth my eyes were a bit damp. Then we watched these young girls in swimsuits have a water fight in the street. We went went up the pub about 10. It was busy for a Sunday night. Lots of people we know, including my first ever girlfriend. And I still find very attractive, quite frankly, but I didn't really speak to her. She's probably still a bitch anyway. Our friend Gillian was there. I had a chat with her, she was still quite pleasant. At the same time I watched Malcolm make some terrible attempt to try and chat up a girl we know called Joe. He made some remark about a skirt that was barely there the previous night or something. I couldn't sleep again that night, thanks to some seriously disturbing nightmares. Matthew said I should cut down on the cheese.
Waiting for the weekend, it lasted forever. You're high with your friends, it's officially summer. Waiting for the weekend, it lasted forever. You're high with your friends, it's officially summer.
We're waiting for the weekend, it lasted forever. High with our friends, it's officially summer.
Waiting for the weekend, it lasted forever. You're high with our friends, it's officially summer.
I got some sleep eventually on Monday afternoon. It was a beautiful day. And later that evening, Malcolm introduced me to a pair of Merino 179 a litre, 8.2%. Judith and Laura came round later, and we sat in my back garden and drank. Then Matthew came round and we went up the town. It's officially summer.
For the weekend that lasted forever. Get high with our friends, it's officially summer.